Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Los Angeles. Los Angeles, officially the city of Los Angeles and often known by its initials LA, is the cultural, financial, and commercial center of Southern California, with a U.S. Census estimated 2016 population of 3,976,322. It is the second most populous city in the United States, and the most populous city in the state of California. Located in a large coastal basin surrounded on three sides by mountains reaching up to and over, Los Angeles covers an area of about. The city is also the seat of Los Angeles County, the most populated county in the country. Los Angeles is the center of the Los Angeles metropolitan area, with 13,131,431 residents, and is part of the larger designated Los Angeles-Long Beach Combined Statistical Area, the second most populous in the nation with a 2015 estimated population of 18.7 million. Historically home to the Chumash and Tongva, Los Angeles was claimed by Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo for Spain in 1542 along with the rest of what would become Alta California. The city was officially founded on September 4, 1781, by Spanish governor Felipe de Neve. It became a part of Mexico in 1821 following the Mexican War of Independence. In 1848, at the end of the Mexican-American War, Los Angeles and the rest of California were purchased as part of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, thereby becoming part of the United States. Los Angeles was incorporated as a municipality on April 4, 1850, 5 months before California achieved statehood. The discovery of oil in the 1890s brought rapid growth to the city. The completion of the Los Angeles Aqueduct in 1913, delivering water from eastern California, later assured the city's continued rapid growth. Nicknamed the City of Angels, Los Angeles is known for its Mediterranean climate, ethnic diversity, and sprawling metropolis. The city is also one of the most substantial economic engines within the nation, with a diverse economy in a broad range of professional and cultural fields. Los Angeles is also famous as the home of Hollywood, a major center of the world entertainment industry. A global city, it has been ranked 6th in the Global Cities Index and 9th in the Global Economic Power Index. The Los Angeles Combined Statistical Area also has a gross metropolitan product of $831 billion. Making it the third largest in the world, after the Greater Tokyo and New York metropolitan areas. Pre-colonial period. The Los Angeles coastal area was first settled by the Tongva and Chumash Native American tribes thousands of years ago. A Gabrielino settlement in the area was called Ianga, meaning poison oak place. Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo, a Portuguese-born explorer, claimed the area of Southern California for the Spanish Empire of the Kingdom of Spain in 1542 while on an official military exploring expedition moving north along the Pacific coast from earlier colonizing bases of New Spain in Central and South America. Gaspar de Portola and Franciscan missionary Juan Crespi reached the present site of Los Angeles on August 2, 1769. Spanish period. In 1771, Franciscan friar Junipero Serra directed the building of the Mission San Gabriel Archangel, the first mission in the area. On September 4, 1781, a group of 44 settlers known as Los Pobladores founded the pueblo called El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora la Reina de Los Angeles de Porciúncula. In English it is the town of Our Lady the Queen of the Angels of Porciúncula. the Queen of the Angels, as an honorific of the Virgin Mary. Two-thirds of the settlers were mestizo or mulatto with a mixture of African, indigenous, and European ancestry. The settlement remained a small ranch town for decades, but by 1820, the population had increased to about 650 residents. Today, the pueblo is commemorated in the historic district of Los Angeles' Pueblo Plaza and Olvera Street, the oldest part of Los Angeles. Mexican period. New Spain achieved its independence from the Spanish Empire in 1821, and the pueblo continued as a part of Mexico. During Mexican rule, Governor Pio Pico made Los Angeles Alta California's regional capital. American period. Info box settlement, name Old Los Angeles, image_skyline, image_caption Los Angeles Plaza. In 1869, looking north towards Upper Town. Image_map, map_caption legend, ordered list, type A, the old Aliso, giant sycamore. Historical symbol of Los Angeles. The Covered Bridge, Fort Moore, the Calaboose, Pound Cake Hill, Council Chamber. Government House, seat of the Assembly when Los Angeles was the capital. Clock Tower Courthouse, courtroom, theater was on the upper floor. Market was on the ground floor, and Clock Tower was on top, with Copper Dome. St. Athanasius's Episcopal Church, a first Protestant church in Los Angeles, on Temple Road. Calle de los Negros, Melis Block, Gen. Carney's headquarters, Gov. Downey's house, Old Stage Road, to Cahuenga Valley and the back way to San Fernando. Plaza to Church Wine Street. Main Plaza, waterwheel on the Zania Madra, approximate run of the original Los Angeles riverbed, to current USC, through the former swamps of Lima Park, and out to sea. At Ballina Creek and Venice Beach, LP, Lower Plazas, El Camino Real, Mexican rule ended. During the Mexican-American War, Americans took control from the Californios after a series of battles, culminating with the signing of the Treaty of Cahuenga on January 13, 1847. Railroads arrived, with the completion of the Southern Pacific Line to Los Angeles in 1876. Oil was discovered in the city and surrounding area in 1892, and by 1923. The discoveries had helped California become the country's largest oil producer, accounting for about 1/4 of the world's petroleum output. By 1900, the population had grown to more than 102,000, putting pressure on the city's water supply. The completion of the Los Angeles Aqueduct in 1913, under the supervision of William Mulholland, assured the continued growth of the city. Due to clauses in the city's charter that effectively prevented the city of Los Angeles from selling or providing water from the aqueduct to any area outside its borders, many adjacent city and communities became compelled to annex themselves into Los Angeles. In 1910, Hollywood merged into Los Angeles, with 10 movie companies already operating in the city. At the time, by 1921, more than 80% of the world's film industry was concentrated in LA. The money generated by the industry kept the city insulated from much of the economic loss suffered by the rest of the country during the Great Depression. By 1930, the population surpassed 1 million. In 1932, the city hosted the Summer Olympics. During World War II, Los Angeles was a major center of wartime manufacturing, such as shipbuilding and aircraft. Coalship built hundreds of Liberty ships and Victory ships on Terminal Island, and the Los Angeles area was the headquarters of 6 of the country's major aircraft manufacturers. During the war, more aircraft were produced in 1 year than in all the pre-war years. Since the Wright brothers flew the first airplane in 1903, combined manufacturing in Los Angeles skyrocketed, and as William S. Newson of the National Defense Advisory Commission put it, "We won because we smothered the enemy in an avalanche of production, the like of which he had never seen, nor dreamed possible." Following the end of World War II, Los Angeles grew more rapidly than ever, sprawling into the San Fernando Valley. The expansion of the interstate highway system during the 1950s and 1960s helped propel suburban growth, and signaled the demise of the city's electrified rail system, once the world's largest. The 1960s saw race relations boil over into the Watts riots of 1965, which resulted in 34 deaths and over 1,000 injuries. It was the most severe riot in the city's history until the Los Angeles riots of 1992. In 1969, Los Angeles became the birthplace of the Internet, as the first ARPANET transmission was sent from the University of California, Los Angeles to Sri in Menlo Park. In 1984, the city hosted the Summer Olympic Games for the second time. Despite being boycotted by 14 communist countries, the 1984 Olympics became more financially successful than any previous, and the second Olympics to turn a profit until then, the other, according to an analysis of contemporary newspaper reports, being the 1932 Summer Olympics, also held in Los Angeles. Racial tensions erupted on April 29, 1992, with the acquittal by a Simi Valley jury of the police officers captured on videotape beating Rodney King, culminating in large-scale riots. They were the largest riots in U.S. history, causing approximately $1.3 billion in damage as well as 53 deaths and over 2,000 injuries. In 1994, the 6.7 Northridge earthquake shook the city, causing $12.5 billion in damage and 72 deaths. The century ended with the Rampart scandal, one of the most extensive documented cases of police misconduct in American history. In 2002, voters defeated efforts by the San Fernando Valley and Hollywood to secede from the city. Cityscape. Main article, list of districts and neighborhoods of Los Angeles, wide image, Los Angeles panorama. From Griffith Observatory 2013.jpg, 1100px, Align Cap Center, panorama of Los Angeles as viewed from Griffith Observatory, left to right, Los Feliz, downtown, and Hollywood. The city is divided into over 80 districts and neighborhoods, many of which were incorporated places or communities that merged into the city. These neighborhoods were developed piecemeal, and are well defined enough that the city has signage marking nearly all of them. More broadly, the city is divided into the following areas: Downtown Los Angeles, East Los Angeles, and Northeast Los Angeles, South Los Angeles, the Harbor area, Greater Hollywood, Wilshire, the West Side, and the San Fernando and Crescenta valleys. Overview. The city's street pattern generally follows a grid plan, with uniform block lengths, and occasional roads that cut across blocks. However, this is complicated by rugged terrain, which has necessitated having different grids for each of the valleys that Los Angeles covers. Major streets are designed to move large volumes of traffic through many parts of the city, many of which are extremely long. Sepulveda Boulevard is convert 43 km long, while Foothill Boulevard is over convert 60 km long, reaching as far east as San Bernardino. Drivers in Los Angeles suffer from one of the worst rush hour periods in the world, according to an annual traffic index by navigation system maker TomTom. LA drivers spend an additional 92 hours in traffic each year. During the peak rush hour there is 80% congestion, according to the index. Los Angeles is often characterized by the presence of low-rise buildings outside of a few centers such as downtown, Warner Center, Century City, Koreatown, Miracle Mile, Hollywood and Westwood. Skyscrapers and high-rise buildings are not common. The few skyscrapers that are built outside of those areas often stand out above the rest of the surrounding landscape. Most construction is done in separate units, rather than wall-to-wall. That being said, downtown Los Angeles itself has many buildings over 30 stories, with 14 over 50 stories, and 2 over 70 stories. Also, Los Angeles is increasingly becoming a city of apartments rather than single-family dwellings, especially in the dense inner-city and West Side neighborhoods. Topography. The city of Los Angeles covers a total area of convert 502.7 sqmi km2 spus, comprising convert 468.7 sqmi km2 of land and convert 34.0 sqmi km2 of water. The city extends for convert 44 mi km longitudinally and for convert 29 mi km latitudinally. The perimeter of the city is convert 342 mi km. Los Angeles is both flat and hilly. The highest point in the city proper is convert 5,074 feet m, Abron, Mount Lukens, located at the northeastern end of the San Fernando Valley. The eastern end of the Santa Monica Mountains stretches from downtown to the Pacific Ocean and separates the Los Angeles Basin from the San Fernando Valley. Other hilly parts of Los Angeles include the Mount Washington area north of downtown, eastern parts such as Boyle Heights, the Crenshaw district around the Baldwin Hills, and the San Pedro district. Surrounding the city are much higher mountains. Immediately to the north lie the San Gabriel Mountains, which is a popular recreation area for Angelinos. Its high point is Mount San Antonio, locally known as Mount Baldy, which reaches convert 10,064 feet m. Further afield, the highest point in the greater Los Angeles area is San Gorgonio Mountain, with a height of convert 11,503 feet. The Los Angeles River, which is largely seasonal, is the primary drainage channel. It was straightened and lined in convert 51 mi km of concrete by the Army Corps of Engineers to act as a flood control channel. The river begins in the Canoga Park district of the city, flows east from the San Fernando Valley along the north edge of the Santa Monica Mountains, and turns south through the city center, flowing to its mouth in the port of Long Beach. At the Pacific Ocean, the smaller Ballina Creek flows into the Santa Monica Bay at Playa del Rey. Vegetation. Los Angeles is rich in native plant species partly because of its diversity of habitats, including beaches, wetlands, and mountains. The most prevalent plant communities are coastal sage scrub, chaparral shrubland, and riparian woodland. Native plants include California poppy, Matalia poppy, toyons, ceanothus, chamais, coast live oak, sycamore, willow and giant wild rye. Many of these native species, such as the Los Angeles sunflower, have become so rare as to be considered endangered. Though it is not native to the area, the official tree of Los Angeles is the coral tree, and the official flower of Los Angeles is the bird of paradise. Mexican fan palms, Canary Island palms, queen palms, date palms, and California fan palms are common in the Los Angeles area, although only the last is native. Geology. Los Angeles is subject to earthquakes, because of its location on the Pacific Ring of Fire. The geologic instability has produced numerous faults, which cause approximately 10,000 earthquakes annually in Southern California, though most of them are too small to be felt. The strike-slip San Andreas Fault System is located at the boundary between the Pacific Plate and the North American Plate, and is vulnerable to the Big One, a potentially large and damaging event. The Los Angeles Basin and metropolitan area are also at risk from blind thrust earthquakes. Major earthquakes that have hit the Los Angeles area include the 1933 Long Beach, 1971 San Fernando, 1987 Whittier Narrows, and the 1994 Northridge events. Nevertheless, all but a few are of low intensity and are not felt. The USGS has released the UCEERF California Earthquake Forecast, which models earthquake occurrence in California. Parts of the city are also vulnerable to tsunamis. Harbor areas were damaged by waves from the Valdivia earthquake in 1960. Climate. Main article: Climate of Los Angeles. Los Angeles has a Mediterranean climate and receives just enough annual precipitation to avoid either Köppen's BSH or BSK classification. Los Angeles has plenty of sunshine throughout the year, with an average of only 35 days, with measurable precipitation annually. The coastal region around Los Angeles has a climate that is comparable to coastal areas of southeastern Spain such as Alicante or Elche, in temperature range and variation in sunshine hours and as well as annual precipitation levels. Temperatures in the coastal basin exceed 90 f.c. abron on a dozen or so days in the year, from 1 day a month in April, May, June and November, to 3 days a month in July, August, October and to 5 days in September. Temperatures in the San Fernando and San Gabriel valleys are considerably warmer. Temperatures are subject to substantial daily swings. In inland areas, the difference between the average daily low and the average daily high is over 30 f change 0. The average annual temperature of the sea is 63 f degree C abron, from 58 f degree C abron in January to 68 f degree C abron in August. Hours of sunshine total more than 3,000 per year, from an average of 7 hours of sunshine per day in December to an average of 12 in July. The Los Angeles area is also subject to phenomena typical of a microclimate, causing extreme variations in temperature in close physical proximity to each other. For instance, the average July maximum temperature at the Santa Monica Pier is 75 f, whereas it is 95 f in Canoga Park. The city, like much of the Southern California coast, is subject to a late spring, early summer weather phenomenon called June gloom. This involves overcast or foggy skies in the morning which yield to sun by early afternoon. Downtown Los Angeles averages 14.93 in mm abron of precipitation annually, which mainly occurs during November through March, generally in the form of moderate rain showers, but sometimes as heavy rainfall during winter storms. Summer days are usually rainless. Rarely, an incursion of moist air from the south or east can bring brief thunderstorms in late summer, especially to the mountains. The coast gets slightly less rainfall, while the inland and mountain areas get considerably more. Years of average rainfall are rare. The usual pattern is year-to-year variability, with a short string of dry years of convert 5-10 in abron rainfall, followed by 1 or 2 wet years with more than convert 20 in abron. Wet years are usually associated with warm water El Niño conditions in the Pacific, dry years with cooler water La Niña episodes. A series of rainy days can bring floods to the lowlands and mudslides to the hills, especially after wildfires have denuded the slopes. Both freezing temperatures and snowfall are extremely rare in the city basin and along the coast, with the last occurrence of a convert 32° F reading at the downtown station being January 29, 1979. Freezing temperatures occur nearly every year in valley locations, while the mountains within city limits typically receive snowfall every winter. The greatest snowfall recorded in downtown Los Angeles was convert 2.0 in cm0 on January 15, 1932. At the official downtown station, the highest recorded temperature is convert 113° F on September 27, 2010, while the lowest is convert 28° F on January 4, 1949. During autumn and winter, Santa Ana winds sometimes bring much warmer and drier conditions to Los Angeles and raise the wildfire risk. Clear, Los Angeles Weatherbox, location Los Angeles, collapsed Y, single line Y, Jan record high F93, Feb record high F94, Ma record high F101, April record high F105, May record high F113, June record high F113, July record high F115, August record high F116, September record high F115, October record high F110, November record high F99, Dec record high F96, year record high F116. Jan high F67.9, Feb high F69.9, Ma high F72.0, April high F77.7, May high F81.3, June high F88.8, July high F95.0, August high F96.0. September high F91.7, October high F84.4, November high F74.7, Dec high F68.8, year high F80.7, Jan mean F53.7, Feb mean F55.4, Ma mean F57.2. April mean F61.3, May mean F65.2, June mean F71.0, July mean F76.0, August mean F76.8, September mean F73.5, October mean F66.8, November mean F58.2. Dec mean F53.6, year mean F64.1, Jan low F39.5, Feb low F40.9, Ma low F42.3, April low 44.8, May low F49.1, June low 53.2, July low F56.9, August low F57.6, September low F55.2, October low F49.2, November low F41.7, Dec low F38.3, year low F47.4, Jan record low F19, Feb record low F18. Mar record low F26, April record low F30, May record low F33, June record low F36, July record low F42, August record low 42, September record low F38, October record low F27, November record low F23, Dec record low F20, year record low F18, Jan rain inch 3.83, Feb rain inch 4.40, Mar rain inch 3.60, April rain inch 0.88, May rain inch 0.32, June rain inch 0.07, July rain inch 0.01, August rain inch 0.15, September rain inch 0.24, October rain inch 0.62, November rain inch 1.29, Dec rain inch 2.38, Jan rain days 6.2, Feb rain days 5.9, Mar rain days 6.1, April rain days 3.0, May rain days 1.3, June rain days 0.4, July rain days 0.1, August rain days 0.7, September rain days 1.3, October rain days 2.0, November rain days 3.2, Dec rain days 4.4, Source 1. NOAA, date August 2010. Environmental issues. Further pollution in California. Los Angeles air pollution. Pet Gabrielino settlement in the area was called Yanga, which has been translated as Poison Oak Place. Yangna has also been translated as the Valley of Smoke. Owing to geography, heavy reliance on automobiles, and the Los Angeles, Long Beach port complex, Los Angeles suffers from air pollution in the form of smog. The Los Angeles Basin and the San Fernando Valley are susceptible to atmospheric inversion, which holds in the exhausts from road vehicles, airplanes, locomotives, shipping, manufacturing, and other sources. The smog season lasts from approximately May to October, while other large cities rely on rain to clear smog. Los Angeles gets only convert 15 in mm1 of rain each year. Pollution accumulates over many consecutive days. Issues of air quality in Los Angeles and other major cities led to the passage of early national environmental legislation, including the Clean Air Act. More recently, the state of California has led the nation in working to limit pollution by mandating low-emission vehicles. Smog is expected to continue to drop in the coming years because of aggressive steps to reduce it, which include electric and hybrid cars, improvements in mass transit, and other measures. The number of Stage 1 smog alerts in Los Angeles has declined from over 100 per year in the 1970s to almost zero in the new millennium. Despite improvement, the 2006 and 2007 annual reports of the American Lung Association ranked the city as the most polluted in the country, with short-term particle pollution and year-round particle pollution. In 2008, the city was ranked the second most polluted, and again had the highest year-round particulate pollution. The city met its goal of providing 20% of the city's power from renewable sources in 2010. The American Lung Association's 2013 survey ranks the metro area as having the nation's worst smog, and fourth in both short-term and year-round pollution amounts. Climate change has already affected Los Angeles, with a 4-degree average temperature rise from 1878 to 2005, with a UCLA study predicting that coastal areas will rise 3 to 4 degrees in temperature, and urban areas 4 to 4.5 degrees. In 2014, the fire season never finished in Southern California, and studies have predicted that climate change will cause more frequent and larger fires. by the end of the century. Climate change is also expected to affect sea levels, which are expected to rise 5 to 24 inches from 2000 to 2050, leading to higher storm surge and waves, which could result in more extensive flooding that could threaten critical coastal infrastructure. Los Angeles is also home to the nation's largest urban oil field. There are more than 700 active oil wells located within 1,500 feet of homes, churches, schools, and hospitals in the city, a situation about which the EPA has voiced serious concerns. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.